Okay, so you got your starter to rise. You fed it, it rose, it's doubled in size, and we are ready to make some bread. Are you ready? Get your bowl, get your food scale, get your fully grown starter, your unbleached flour, a mixing apparatus, whatever you want to work with, and some filtered water, okay? And some sea salt. I'm gonna grab the sea salt. Okay, I got my sea salt. Now, you don't, I don't have any dough to mix for you right now, so I'm just gonna walk you through this process, and then you can take notes and kind of just follow along with what I'm doing, because this is an easy part. This is just mixing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna take our starter, and she should be, for you, all the way filled up to the top, fully bubbly and doubled in size, and she's ready to go, okay? We're gonna take the top off. We are going to turn our food scale on, zero her out, and we're going to pour 100 grams of starter into our bowl here, okay? So once you get 100 grams, kind of stop it, let it sink, take some out, put it back in if it's a little too much, okay? We got 100 grams of starter in there. Next thing we're going to do is take our sea salt. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of sea salt into this with the starter, okay? Then we're going to take our filtered water, filtered room temperature, could be a little warmed up in the microwave if need be, water. And we are going to add 300 grams of water. Each time, zero out your food scale, okay? So add 300 grams of water, pour that in. Now we're gonna take our little mixing apparatus and we're gonna mix this around. So kind of unstick the starter from the bottom of the bowl, blend in all that sea salt, mix it all up. It's the water's gonna get kind of creamy looking. It's like a little bit of a slurry, okay? Just break up that starter a little bit. Nothing crazy, we just don't want it to be stuck at the bottom. Then we're going to take our unbleached flour and we're gonna sprinkle this in. Zero out your scale again. We're gonna sprinkle in 450 grams of flour, okay? Keep going, 450, okay? If you did a little too much, take a little out, okay? Then we're going to take our mixing apparatus again, silicone spatula, spoon, whatever you want, and you're gonna start to slowly turn this, okay? You can take it off the food scale, just so you're not pushing on the food scale. Slowly start to turn it, okay? It's gonna start to come together, okay? Scrape off the sides, scrape it all down. Now you're really gonna have to get into it, so really kind of give it some muscle, okay? Then you're gonna get to this point where this isn't enough anymore, and it shouldn't be, okay? So you can wet your hand, go ahead and wet your clean hand. It's easier, so it doesn't stick as much. I wear a glove, so I wear rubber gloves when I bake and when I mix. That also helps if you have gloves around, like disposable ones. If not, you don't want it to stick to your hand because you're gonna need to use these hands to mix it. Go ahead and run it under some water, just take it out of the water and start mixing. So grab the dough and really start to get in there and knead it. Keep turning your bowl, keep turning your bowl. Get all the stuff around the sides of the bowl. Lift it up, smush it down with your knuckles. So I like smush my dough and I push it and I push it, and you're gonna start to form all those gluten strands. So the dough starts out all mushy, and what you are forming are all those air pockets in that dough. So really work it. Once the dough ball starts to look like a lumpy, kind of staying together ball, and you have to feel for this. So feel all the ingredients are mixed together. Do you feel lumps of flour? Do you feel anything, some starters, some gooey parts? Make sure there's nothing going on in there and everything kind of feels smooth, right? Then you're good. Make sure you kind of scrape down the bowl a little bit, get it all in one little ball, okay? Wash off your hand. But again, don't wash it down the sink. So I like to take a piece of paper towel and like take it all off my fingers first, wipe it all down. Even the silicone spatula is good to like kind of get it off of you. And then you can wash your hands so you don't take that starter and drain it down the sink. Then you're going to want to take your saran wrap, take a nice piece of saran wrap, cover the bowl, seal it up tightly, press it all down on the edges like this. Now we're going to place this bowl somewhere in your kitchen that doesn't have a draft, not near a window, not near an AC vent, somewhere maybe even the place that your starter did really good at rising in. That might be a good place. Not really in the sun because you don't want to dry it out. So a desired spot like that. Then you're going to do the same thing that you do for the starter with the boiling cup of water. So you're going to get a glass and then just boil some water, and then go ahead and set this next to her friend of boiling water and let her sit for 1 hour. Okay, and I'm going to make you another video on what stretch and folds are. So wait 1 hour, and then you're going to do your first set of stretch and folds. This is an all-day event. Baking sourdough takes about 8 to 10 hours. So stay tuned.